You know what's interesting? Curiosity. Hello, I'm Naif Ganadily, and this is CuriousSkeptic. Today we're going to talk about curiosity. From a psychological standpoint, curiosity is a desire to learn new experiences, new skills, new adventures. Why do we see curiosity so prominent in children? Think of it as a cup. You can't fill an already filled cup, can you? You can think of that as adults. They think they don't need curiosity anymore. But let me tell you this, curiosity is important to all of us. Adults, children, anyone. When you want to get to know someone new, you're curious about them. You ask them questions, who are you, where are you from? When you go to a job interview, what do they ask you? Tell me about yourself. Who are you? There's always something curious about something else. And I would like to talk about the steps in bringing curiosity back in our adult lives. These steps are not particularly in order, but the umbrella term for these steps is, in my opinion, a scientific mindset. If you have a scientific mindset, so many things unlock in your brain, so many things. Number one, you'll unlock the ability to understand new and complex scenarios, new and complex ideas, subjects. Number two, you'll be free from your biases, from fear, from loving something so much that blinds you. But that's another topic. Let's get back to curiosity. So the first step when it comes to getting a curious mind, to bring back that curiosity skill back into you, is number one, a beginner's mindset. Think of children. When children ask questions, explore new things, take risks, trying to understand, read anything they can grab, listen to anyone who talks to them about anything and everything, they're very good listeners. They listen, they look at you, they're like, okay, and they just keep absorbing that information. They have no preconceived notions of anything. So they'll just absorb anything you give them. That's a beginner's mindset. Is you go into a subject with no preconceived notions. Even if you have preconceived notions, try to hold them in. Try to say, okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my limited beliefs are not as apparent as they should be. Maybe I should take this new evidence and readjust my beliefs or my way of thinking of the world in any scenario. Second is ask questions. Asking questions, you see children always ask questions. They ask you about this and that, and you're like, okay, he's going to ask me 1,000 questions today. Let's prepare. let's get prepared, sit down, and answer all his questions or her questions. Ask questions. Nothing wrong to ask. Nothing will happen. You won't sound stupid. Going through university, I've realized something. A lot of students don't ask questions. And the higher you are in education, the less questions students ask their professors. I'm starting to notice this very, very evidently. It's a little discouraging. It's pretty sad. But the thing with asking questions, even if you sound stupid, even if you think someone's going to prejudge you, it's fine. Just ask the question. Nothing's going to happen to you. Ask the questions. You're going to learn. The other person will not, and the other person might be thinking, "Oh, Thank goodness he's asked that question. I had that question in me for a long time." I didn't ask questions. So let's recap. Step 1, beginner's mindset. Fresh mind every time. Step 2, ask questions. And when it comes to step 3 is adventure to new experiences. Search for new experiences. Keep searching. New book to read. New place to go. New people to meet. And that's really important. When it comes to curiosity, you have to have some kind of some kind of constant new experience, new learnings, new readings, new everything, new anything. And number 4 is to have now I can't stress this enough, a learning environment. You need to have a learning environment. You need to have people that will support you in doing what you're trying to do. That's of course important. But also, for curiosity's sake, you need people that are willing to push you, to push your ideas, to push your beliefs, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. You know, when you have that friend that always picks on you or pushes your ideals, that friend is probably the most important friend you ever have. He's pushing you to the brim. And that's good. Cherish that person. Learning environment, you must have that. Now, unfortunately, with these steps, let's recap them once more. Beginner's mindset, step 1. Step 2, questions. Step 3, new experiences. And step 4, learning environment. Now, unfortunately, some educational institutions fear, love, preconceived beliefs, preconceived notions of certain subjects, limited beliefs. All of these will destroy your curiosity. It's literally against it. And there's no true solution for it except what I've talked about, these 4 steps that you could try. But there's no agreed solution on how to get out of that limited belief bubble that a lot of people are stuck in, unfortunately. And of course, curiosity is nothing without skepticism. But skepticism is nothing without curiosity. They're intertwined in their own ways. And that'll be the subject for our next video. This world is full of interesting things. And please, for me, stay curious and stay skeptical.